he'd been a cuckold for years.
Putting a chair in front of my door when I go to sleep, but that's an extra defense.
Are you still in the adult industry? Or?
I'm.
I was going to say,
No.
I'll tell you what, if she said monkey, we're going to go find her right now.
Right.
You're going to say, listen.
No, she said ape.
I don't think so. Bed with it behind you, wake up with stinky fingers.
I was in the gym non-stop.
You're buff.
I was.
All 140 pounds of you.
Yeah.
No. Give me some meds.
All right. Welcome to Sonoma's Sideshow, recorded at Grim Reaper Studios, located somewhere at the base of the beautiful Blue Mountains in Eastern Oregon. I'm your host, Les the Snowman Kinnear, and guess who's joining me today? A new guest, long-time listener, first-time guest, the brother of the world-famous pork chop, Brian Plutz. Brian, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, Les. This is cool.
Yeah, it is fun. Of course, we've been having your brother on for quite a while now, and
Bless your heart.
yes, and it's always fun to have him on there. But it's nice to get you up here and see, like what's new in your world. What tell us a little bit about yourself and Breeder's Digest, of course, but just tell me what's going on.
Right now, our son just graduated high school, and he is attending Sam Houston State University in Huntsville, Texas. It's about 2.5 hours, depending on traffic. Mm-hmm. So it's not terribly far, but we're dealing with the empty nester syndrome right now. It's been 2 weeks. He came in last night or yesterday for a haircut, and then he left this morning at 9:30. So he's got his people to get back up to. So that's 2 weeks, and that's the longest we've ever been without him in 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing okay, but it's definitely, I'm actually in his room right now because I don't know if we're going to turn it into a home gym. I don't know.
Right.
But just working for the city where here we live in Port Neches. That's about it.
Yeah. Now you're Evan's a big golfer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he loves golf.
Yeah, and he's been golfing since you could get him on the course, and
yeah, he came with me since he was about 6.
Mm-hmm.
He would come play, and then 2018, his Little League baseball team made it to the state championship game for our region, and they lost. It was tough. It was fun, but as soon as he got done with that game, he said, "I'm done with baseball. I'm gonna play golf now." So he's been full into golf since 2018. So it's been fun.
Right.
He loves his pork chop. We call him Uncle Tin Can. Unlike Tin Cup, we call him Tin Can. So that's what Evan usually calls him, or he loves playing golf with his Uncle Tin Can, as he puts it.
Yeah.
So we have fun. It's a great thing.
Nice. Is Kevin a good golfer?
Actually, since his heart surgery, he's actually playing really good right now.
Yeah.
He's improved quite a bit, and he's hitting the ball really well. He's having a good time. I don't play nearly as much as he does, but he's having a good time, and he's really getting better at it. So
yeah.
It's a game you play forever.
So just a quick backstory for anybody watching this. Brian and I originally met, obviously the same time I met Pork Chop, and we met in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. Basically, as the best of my memory, it was at Prospect Valley Grade School. And
I don't even remember the name.
Yeah. And so, the three of us were, I don't know how it happened, but we were thick as thieves. And then that was in Wheat Ridge, Colorado. Then my family moved back to Oregon, and your family moved back to Texas.
Yes.
And then your family moved out to Oregon, where we are at, and we all hung out for a while. Then you guys went back there, and life went on. So we went to school twice together in 2 different states.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. So it's kind of weird.
I enjoyed both schools. Yeah, it was quite the experience.
Yeah. Little town of Pilot Rock, Oregon. That'll talk about small town living,
Yeah.
But
it was fun though.
It was fun. Good adventure. So you said the weather's not that great down there right now?
No, it's this summer has just been actually we just went through the longest drought of no rain this summer.
Oh,
And that was only maybe 2 weeks without any serious rain. Last year we couldn't get a raindrop to save our life, but this year is complete opposite. There's a little town about hour and a half away that they've gotten 61 inches of rain already this year.
really?
And it's just been so active. And then this low pressure system is just spinning right there and just rain band. It's not hard rain so far, but it's enough to where you can't do anything outside.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think I saw Pork Chop sent me something the other day. He was at home because he got rained out or whatever. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. It's just been, I'm tired of the rain.
yeah, yeah, that gets old. I can see that. Oregon or Eastern Oregon here, we have the winters suck just because we're there's like an inversion, and so it's just gray forever. And we do get a little bit of snow, freezing rain, that stuff, but then you get all the seasons because it's over 100. Like this week, it's all in the 90s, and so it's toasty, but no humidity or anything like that, and it's cool in the evening, so it's doable. But
Yeah, that'd be
uh,
nice.
so I'm not complaining. This is the best time of year in Eastern Oregon as far as
I
I'm
mean, the
concerned. But
weathermen here say, oh, with the rain, oh, look at those temperatures. They're going to be only 85. And it's like, that's great, but you can't do anything outside. So it doesn't matter if it's
right, exactly.
outside.
So what's the point? Well, let's
But
jump
yeah,
in. Let's jump into some strange news real quick. I got a handful of goofy stories, if you don't
yeah, let me
mind.
hear what you got, what you find out. You find
Yeah,
some crazy stuff.
I do, and it's not. Sadly, it's not hard to do, but
Yeah.
let's see here. You might have seen this in some news feed somewhere, but this is from TMZ. An LA burglar leaves an apology note and explains drugs cost a lot. So I have seen this on some news feeds. This dude, and they've got a picture of it here. He left a sticky note that said, "Sorry, I need money for drugs. I won't come back." So, I guess that's okay.
Well,
What in the
uh,
world? I mean,
well, at least that's better than some of them. At least he's polite.
yeah. I mean, you want your burglar to be polite, your meth
Yeah, I mean,
heads
just
and your druggies and yeah. I saw this one. You might have seen this one too. This is the Associated Press. More than 2,300 pounds of meth found hidden in celery at a Georgia farmer's market. Did you see that one?
no.
Oh God, it cracked me up. Yeah, and there's a picture of the DEA there, and 2,300 pounds is a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
and so apparently it was shipped up, and it was in and amongst a batch of celery, and then that batch got to a farmer's market, and but they were following it. The law enforcement and
Oh.
DEA was aware of it, but I don't think the guy at the farmer's market knew that his celery had this much in it. But
Well, I mean, I don't know too many people that really want to go eat celery, so they must have thought it was a good place to hide it, I guess.
yeah, water sticks. No, thank you.
Yeah, no. Wow.
uh, this one's bizarre. I wish I had the picture to show you, but unfortunately, it shows a man laying in the hospital bed, and the headline, and this is from Fab News. Uh, Man sues hospital for allegedly losing part of his skull. Then they charged him $19,000 to replace it. And so there's a picture of this guy, and he's, missing one whole chunk of his head. So apparently he's 62 years old, and he went there to have something done, brain surgery or whatever. But in the midst of it, they lost his skull piece.
Oh,
So I don't know how I'd feel about
interesting.
that. You know,
Interesting. It's kind of figured it's kind of hard to think how you could lose something like that.
Yeah, yeah, especially if we pretty much trust our doctors as the know-alls. Okay,
Yeah.
here's one. This one's TMZ news, but out of Thailand, Brian. And this one, the guy, 12-foot snake bites man on toilet, bathroom splattered with blood in chilling incident. A man was bitten by a snake while using the toilet in a chilling incident in Thailand. Lucky for him, the snake was a non-venomous python. And then they show pictures of this snake in the toilet, and you see those stories and I'm like, really? I mean, does this really happen? And my God, I don't think I could ever sit on the toilet. I'd hover,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, you said 12 foot long?
Yeah. But
That's the how in the world is it?
up
Wow.
those pipes, yeah. And I mean, the picture of it, it doesn't look like he'd be 12. This actually is out of the Hindustan Times, so you know,
Oh, I don't know how credible they are.
yeah, exactly. Take it with a grain of salt. So, um, okay, let's wrap up
Heard
with
of that
this
kind of
one.
stuff happening before.
Uh, oh darn it! Now I don't have the news story here. I'm just got the highlight. This was from NBC Today. A passenger on an airplane was urinated on, and it was I can't get it to load, but her name is Connie Bush, and she's quoted in talking about how this, and it's an NFL player or former NFL player, like a lineman guy.
Ooh.
So, and she said she was sitting in her chair and she kind of in her peripherals to look over, and there he was. He had his thing out and he was just urinating on her.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Interesting.
yeah. So I don't know. Could probably must have been going through something that we don't know about. But
Yeah,
all
it's
right,
kind
that's
of yeah, do I want to fly?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I got for strange news. Good Lord. I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
I
sure.
gotta quit doing those. They're just easy to do. So there's so much stuff. Um I did for show and tell this week, Brian, I brought so I went and I got a crown. Yeah, my this
Yeah.
is and it was interesting the technology today, like this gal sticks this and everybody else is probably knows about this, but sticks this thing in my mouth and it generates AI generates this mold of this portion of my mouth, and
Wow.
then that's what they used to make their so anyways when I finally got the good crown, I asked if I could keep it, and or actually, I asked if I could keep the temporary crown. They were like, "Okay," I just thought it'd be funny, and I'll put it up here with my other strange oddities. And then she said, "Well, you can have this too." So I don't know. I got if anything ever happens, I've got a spare crown, temporary that I need, and I can just hand it to the dog and say, "This is everything you need right here. Save you some
I've
time and money."
seen that before. Yeah.
But
I've got two
anyway,
crowns and they've
oh yeah.
never done that before.
Really? Yeah. Well, it was amazing, and now that it's in, I'm like, damn, we're better than the other one, the real one. But yeah, don't like the dental work at all. Uh, I've thought about getting braces, but at my age, I'm starting to think, why? I mean, who really cares? My wife still loves me, so you know. But oh, you're froze up, Brian. Okay, we lost Brian Uno. There he
Yeah.
is. There he
Oh
is.
yeah. That you froze.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, just stating how much I hate the dentist. But yeah. So Brian, what do you do in your free time for fun around there?
Uh Nothing.
What?
I don't
I know your
don't
yard is like there. I mean, I always joke. People tease me about how anal I am and keep my yard, but your yard is perfect.
no, not anymore. I used to be more. Now as I've gotten older, I'm like, I don't give a crap. Just get it mowed. I don't care. Just mow it. I don't put as much effort into it as I used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got more yard now that I really want to handle, but other than that, I don't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
friend that has been playing pickleball,
Oh yeah. Yes.
and I think it's a silly sport and it's a fad, but he's actually loving it. So I'm kind of thinking about because I used to
Oh,
play tennis.
did you try? So you haven't tried pickleball
I
yet?
hadn't tried it yet.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
my son, he plays with some friends quite often.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about giving it a shot just to get a little more active because I just don't other than at work, I don't really do anything after work that's, you know, considered to be exercise or anything like that, which I need to.
Right,
But I'm a
right.
pretty simple guy, really. I don't. Kevin gets on me. Pork chop gets on me all the time because I don't play golf with him as much as he wants me to. Sometimes I'm just like, no, I just don't have the time. I just don't. We got something else going.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got to try to figure some things out now that my sons were empty nesters.
Hmm.
Maybe I come home and do more yard work or something, but
Yeah,
I'm not going to do that.
yeah. I know.
I'm just going to watch TV.
I'll tell you, we had a bigger house when we had all three kids, and then I downsized. And sometimes I miss that big, beautiful home and all that stuff. But then other times I'm like, that's all I did was take care of it. That's all
Yeah.
I did. It was take care of
Yeah.
it. And I was like, I like it, but this is not how I want to spend my free time.
Oh, I like your little setup you got there behind you with the way you have your guitars hanging on the
Oh
wall.
yeah, yeah. My little
And it's my
studio
little
here.
man cave. I love your little man cave. I wish I had an area I could do something like that.
Well,
I know my son would love it. He plays the guitar
oh, that's
and
right. I
he would
noticed on
love
his graduation announcement, he had a guitar in one of the
yeah.
picks. So that's cool. I guess I didn't realize he was into playing guitar, but
So
yeah, I got me a cool little studio here, but
he
hard to
said
put.
that go
What's
ahead.
that? No, he said what?
He said playing guitar is the best thing he's ever done. Just picking
Really?
up and playing the guitar. He talked like, yeah, I couldn't live without my acoustic guitar, which is our older brother, Ken
Hmm.
Scooter, as his nickname is. He reached out to Evan and was like, look, I want to get him a decent acoustic because he was just playing with this little kind of $100 little cheap guitar
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he had. And he's like, I want to take him to Guitar Center and buy him a decent. And he did. It's a nice acoustic. And he's got a really nice Telestrat.
Okay,
He hardly ever played his electric and he just always on the acoustic. So
that's
it's
cool.
amazing how quickly he picked it up too. So
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
that on
Some
the wall
some
back
people
there.
are just
Is that a Gibson SG that's right there over your shoulder?
well, not really. But yeah, yeah, it is in theory. Actually, some of these guitars, the Gibson, that SG, and that Les Paul looking one, and I got another one over here. But some of those I bought offline, really cheap one time. I don't know, I just surfing the internet
Yeah.
and I wanted some wall hangers, something that I didn't have to worry about, like. Um, I don't know. So, anyways, I
Yeah.
bought these cheap guitars, and then I added my collection with them and stuff, and I ended up
Okay.
with this crazy collection. So yeah, that they're made by that company, but they're like very cheap, like something you would start out on.
Oh, I
They're
got
just
you.
they're just wall hangers, some of them.
Oh, that's
These
cool.
these in the middle though are my good ones, and
Your
on
babies.
this, yeah, my babies. But I don't play anymore. I think about it, but I just don't want to. Sometimes I'm one of those guys, Brian, that bounces from hobby to hobby. Like
Yeah.
I try it and I like it and I think, well, this is cool, but I want to do other hobbies. And since I was not blessed to be rich in my life, I've always been efficient at just moving one hobby over and starting another one. So
Yeah. Yeah. I
that's
thought about picking up his electric and just trying to learn a few things while he's away and
yeah,
maybe surprise him when he comes home. But
yeah,
we'll see how that goes. It's easier for me on that than trying to play in the acoustic.
yeah.
But
Acoustics are
I don't have the desire like Pork Chop and older brother and Evan to play the guitar.
yeah, right, right. Can you believe Pork Chop's still gigging and stuff? I'm just like, damn, dude, I
It
don't
is
know how
going to
you
grow
do that.
up.
I'm just like, I can't stay up that late.
He's an old fart and he won't give it up. He can't give the life of the band.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he
Well,
enjoys it. He's a good solid bass player, that's for sure. I
yeah.
went and saw him
Oh,
once a year or two ago, and that's really the first time I had seen him.
hmm.
And he's good. He loves it.
Yeah, yeah. So, now career wise, I know you kind of retired once and then you didn't like that and you went back to work. And so
Yeah,
what's on the forecast for you down the road? Are you going to just keep on working until you,
yeah, I'm gonna have. Well, I went back to the city,
right.
and I'm just gonna. I'll I put out. I've looked for other jobs in different sectors, but I just don't have a lot of the qualifications and stuff that most of those are looking for. So
Right.
I'm just going to be at the city probably for I'd say another 15 years, probably
Really. Yeah.
10 years, and and then just move on from there.
Yeah. 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 I'm with you. My wife and I have both been working for state, uh, myself, state and county government pretty much our adult lives. And I screwed up my retirement by leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back. And I've been like three different versions of the state's retirement system. So I got it all screwed up, but
Yeah,
nonetheless, I still got a little something. And my wife, she's got her 30 years in, so she's going to probably retire probably in the spring, and I probably will too. And then go on to something else. So that when I say
yeah,
retire, I mean like we got to go. I just don't want to work for the government anymore, and I'm not
yeah,
being political or anything like that. It's just, I mean, I have 27 years. Almost, I will have had 27 years of government service,
yeah.
and my wife will have 30 plus, and I'm just like, tired of it. Is that, it
Yeah.
sounds terrible, but I am. I just want to try something else. I don't care. So,
I
but
understand. I understand. And my wife, she's been with Lamar University here in Beaumont for 27 years,
yeah,
28 years.
right.
And she's finally got it to a position now that she's made the most money that she has made working there, but there's a lot of good benefits to it
Yeah,
that keep you there.
exactly.
You don't want to give up because you get used to them, and for the
Yep.
most part, she loves her job. But yeah,
Yeah.
she'll just stay there until the time that they have the 80 rule, where your age plus your service equals 80 or higher, then you can retire.
Oh, okay. So,
So I think she's got about 5 more years before she would be eligible for full retirement.
right.
But I don't think she's going anywhere. So
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys
we have
travel? You guys travel at all?
not really, not really. Evan, um, we talk about it with Evan, like if he were to come in on the holiday break or something, but we just do some weekend trips, not too far from here. We don't really go many places.
Yeah.
Now, Evan's program he's in, he'll have a 3 month internship in the summertime, pretty much anywhere in the country that he chooses at a country club. So it's like,
Yeah.
well, we're going to hold off, and he knows somebody in Wisconsin that is at a very exclusive country club that he could probably get there as an internship and
Yeah.
then
Oh,
over
we're
time
frozen. Oh, there we go.
up there. So that's kind of what we're holding off on.
Yeah. Yeah. Right on.
We've
Uh,
never wanted to cruise or anything like that.
he's in the golf program there.
Yeah, professional golf
Yeah.
management.
Right on. Tell him to come to Walla Walla. They have a program there, and he can, Uncle Les will be close to him.
There is I can't think of the course, but there is one along the Oregon coast that's real. I'll have to think about it, but I've
Yeah.
always told him about it. I said they got one up in Oregon and up on the coast. It's
Oh, can you
absolutely
imagine?
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes, it's right on the coast, and some of the holes run along the coast. And I think they played a major there before. But no, he's very excited about it. He's determined to make it work. So
Yeah.
we're just kind of here and paying for his college.
Well, you're a good dad. All three of my kids, I'm thankful they all went to college. Well, all three of my kids went to Central Oregon Community College in Bend, and then my daughters both went on to other colleges, and then Blake, he did too. Is going to GSU in Phoenix, but um, yeah, I Blake, the military paid for everything, so I didn't have to worry about that. And the girls, I'm like, sorry, you're gonna have to, get
Uh,
loans. But as parents, we help in, other ways
yeah,
too, phones and cars and all that stuff. So, but it's like you said, empty nester. It's interesting because as we're getting closer now, or as the kids are getting closer to that stage where they're really out on their own. They're
yeah,
all out on their own, but I mean, self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. But yeah, I love my kids, but I've enjoyed, I guess because we moved to this tiny home, it's
Yeah.
it's not conducive to too many people living here. Me and my wife, it's perfect. Uh,
Yeah.
and like I said, it's low maintenance. I can lock the door and leave if I want for the winter, so I like that. But
Yeah. I
uh,
like your little setup you have.
yeah,
That's what we would like to get in something a little bit newer, more two bedroom.
yeah,
But
just a
I mean, the
small,
yard, just for the yard itself, it's just so
yeah,
big and there's no need for it. We don't use it.
right.
But yeah, that'd
Water
be.
it,
Oh
just
no, I
water
don't.
it, and
I let Mother Nature water the yard.
nice. Oh, okay.
I don't
Hey,
believe,
how's your puppers?
huh?
How's your puppers?
Puppers.
Your pup, that pup you had.
Oh, puppy.
You used to put him on the Snapchat all the time, but I haven't seen him in a
Oh,
while.
he's a pain in the butt. No, he's good. I got the door closed to the room because he likes to let us know when other dogs are barking in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
So he starts barking, and he's got to bark like a German Shepherd in a 12-pound body.
right, right. At least it
So
scares them off.
he was happy to see his brother whenever he came home, but
Um,
now he's gone. He's a little
was
sad.
was was Evan and him pretty close?
Yeah, they were. Evan, he'd drive him crazy during the summer when he's home, and he'll start barking for no reason. So one day he picked him up, and we could see it on the ring on our front door. He held him out the door and did like he saw it on TV or something. They holding him out saying, show me what you're barking at." It drove him crazy, but
Right. Yeah.
Shannon made a little pillow about this big, a little small pillow, and you can do it online now, and it's a picture of Augie.
Oh yeah.
He snuck it into the dorm room because he said he wasn't going to bring it. So she snuck it into the dorm room and stuck it in the corner of his bed. And at first he said we were taking it back, but then he changed his mind and
Yeah.
he likes it. He just didn't want to admit it.
Yeah. Yeah. After he's had to stay there by himself for a few nights, he's like, "Well, this is all right,"
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Actually, he threw it at his roommate the other day to get his attention because he wasn't.
See, it came in handy.
I think that's what
Uh,
he's using it for. But
well,
now
look,
chilling.
yeah. Well, let's we're narrowing down on time. I don't know where it goes and how it goes so quick, but
I know.
let's my Zoom says I've got about 7 minutes left, so I was thinking we'd just randomly call your brother and see if we can
Yeah.
catch him in a uncomfortable moment. So
Call pork chop. Uncle Tin Can.
Uncle Tin Can.
Horrible golfer.
Hello?
Hey, Pork Chop.
What's up?
Hey,
With the
this is the Snowman on the Sonoma Sideshow podcast, and I've got Brian Klutz with me live on Zoom.
Hey.
And we decided we better call you and just touch base. I got a few minutes left on the pod, and we just wanted to see what's new with you.
Hey, nothing really.
Are you going golfing
Yeah.
today? Because Brian was saying he's been wanting to go.
It's too wet. Too wet. Too much
Oh yeah, that's right.
rain.
You guys are getting a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're making nachos and watching golf.
There you go.
Hey Les, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't say he don't want to play because he knows I'm going to beat him.
Yeah.
That's what he
Ooh.
always says.
Well, I didn't know that your nickname was Tin Can, Pork Chop.
Oh, yeah, Evan kind of came up with that, I guess.
Who's a better golfer, you or Brian?
You would ask me that,
Who can drive farther?
Brian.
Ooh.
Brian's better at everything, okay?
We're
I
close.
do.
Hey, we're
Except
close
for
on the
base.
driving now. As I've gotten older, for sure. But Kevin's popping it down there now. He got a new driver, and he's popping
We're
it down
close. We're close.
Yeah.
there.
Okay?
We're just a couple yards apart
He
now.
just makes the 30-foot putts.
Yeah.
That gives
Well,
him the
everybody
advantage.
knows real men three putt. So,
Right. Exactly.
speaking of Brian being good at everything, I can remember me and Pork Chop when we were kids, and I explained a little bit about our relationship, how we've known each other and went to school in two different states. But Remember we used to just get disgusted with Brian because he could just do everything, you know? Like I'd try out for the football team. They'd have me down at the end of the bench fixing equipment and shit. And Brian would be out there tight end or split. Well, I'm just like, God. And he was so handsome. All the girls loved Brian.
Dark black.
Yeah.
Blonde hair.
Remember that? Oh,
Yeah.
dude was a superstar, and it just got old after a while.
No, and my body, all the joints in my body hurt from all that, by the way. So,
Well, that's why we
Yeah.
kept them around. We pick on
yeah, that's cool.
no, thanks,
them.
bro.
Let's feel better about ourselves.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Kevin came back from his heart surgery before I did.
yeah, Pork Chop, he was saying that you did better on your recovery than he did.
He came back from it faster and played golf quicker than I did, and he had more complications from it. So that right there showed his determination.
Yeah, he's a lot more athletic, but I'm a lot tougher.
Right. Hey, anybody with a nose like that, you don't mess with. Pork Chop's nose.
Exactly.
You know that dude's seen some knuckles, and you don't want to mess it. We're fence posts.
And really, I ain't seen one knuckle. It's from being a klutz.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh God. Well, this is awesome having both the brothers on the show. Thanks for. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of getting choked up. I feel like we should all three go camping someday or something.
Absolutely, and don't bring the food bag.
Be in charge of the food.
No. We're just gonna live off the land, you guys. We can do it.
Each catch one fish.
Yeah. Well, we'll load up and head down to the nearest pub and get a hamburger, but still.
That'll work.
All right. Well, hey guys, thanks for being on the show. I appreciate it. I want to thank tonight's sponsors also, and episode 41 in the can. Thank you so much, Brian Klutz. Thank you, Pork Chop.
Guys.
And you all have a good day, and peace be with you.
You too.
All right, Pork Chop. See you later, brother.